Hello and
Hello.
welcome to the stretch in the tweam and the YouTube because
We are doing.
Yeah. we are doing Kim. What? Don't think about it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Kim is fine.
Yeah.
And we're fine. I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
But today we are looking stylish as always. But in addition to that, we are going to try to get the take on la responsibility. The French.
Take on the French.
Yeah.
Like in the song that I shall not sing because it's copyrighted.
Yeah. I think that you're talking about the one that I'm also thinking of.
The one that is that one.
I don't know a song specifically about taking on the French, but...
No, but like, the song about taking on.
Oh, taking on your shoes
taking
and
on
off your
these
pants?
balls. What?
Okay, so we're hiding Kim and talking to this one, right? That's what the quest says. Yeah. Look for the Sunday friend, ask the balcony man. And we can also ask him out for a commitment.
That's pretty cool.
Apparently I'm unable to speak with him. I think I got stuck up behind a table.
Stop being so stuck up.
Gendarme.
We want to talk to the Sunday.
Oh, a committee. How interesting. And if I may ask, Gendarme, what is this committee about?
Is it quiet for you or just for me?
It feels like.
It feels quieter than... Like, normally it feels like good loud, but now it doesn't, so... Okay. That should be a bit better.
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
Gay. So what do we? I like just making the funny with French.
Sure.
Though number 3 is also funny.
That's pretty damn funny.
And 1 sounds like we're being an asshole again.
That can definitely be received wrong.
Yeah. So we go for funny French?
Yeah.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility. As though I don't have enough going on already.
Responsibilities,
In any
balls.
case, I would love to help.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't know where he is.
I'm sorry.
We don't talk about everything, you see.
When is the next Sunday?
He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast.
Maybe
In an
yesterday.
unofficial capacity, of course.
Also, do you hear background talking?
Yeah, a bit.
Okay, I don't know. I think it's just the neighbors, so I can't really change that.
What if you would use a neighbor? Antimatter. Anti-neighbor.
Do we ask when he's back, or do we just look for him?
I'll look for him pretty much, probably.
Yeah, me
Guess
too.
you will.
Okay.
Oh.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Goodbye. Oh, we haven't talked to you in a while. We need to talk to you.
Oh, hello, dear. There you
Hello.
are again.
Tell me about
You
the
know-
cribbers.
To hell with it. Let's have more cryptids.
Of course, officers. Is there a particular cryptid you two are interested in learning about?
Okay, which one do we want to hear about again? Green monkey?
Monkey.
Monkey.
Yes. It's the kind green ape. Half war story. Half undiscovered species in the genus Homo.
Gay.
Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva.
My brain really wants to make a joke.
Is it?
I don't think I have to
It
say
has
it for
amazing
people to get
healing
it, though.
qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight. Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus.
Gay.
Which is to say, the
Everyone's
kind-green
gay.
ape is a species with which we share a common
No.
ancestor, and that evolved parallel to our own. Just like your partners.
You're not human. Alien. No, we're not
Scary.
gonna be racist. We're the same species. Yeah.
The lieutenant looks at you, pleasantly surprised.
Yay.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to imply that Saolites are inferior to us in many ways. You are superior. For example, your earwax doesn't have a foul odor like ours does.
Damn.
We pleasantly
Tremendous
can-
evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today.
Damn.
Dead ass.
I'm glad you like them, but I'm not really one to tell you about all of them. You should ask my husband if you get the chance. He's the real expert.
Thank you. Also, wasn't there a thing with this man and like looking at his face and knowing who he is? Let's see if we can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
I don't remember which one. Maybe we failed it and it was like a
Fish.
orange one. Let me see. No. I have no idea. No, it doesn't seem to be here. It was like the disguised man or something, so... And it's not here. I guess
This is
we
very sad.
just really don't get to know who he is, except man with sunglasses.
Yeah, I have no clue who could it possibly be.
Yeah, me neither.
He's got such a good, I mean, wig. Well, not of course it's not a wig. I mean, wig, hair, and such good sunglasses. Really cover up his mouth,
Yeah,
which is weird. But
not as weird as me at 7 in the morning eating my chicken nuggets again.
I can't confirm that. But I'll trust you. Sounds good enough.
Let's go down the coast, like from top to bottom, if that makes sense. AKA just following the entirety of the coast.
So we end at me. What?
Thought that lamp up there was a man.
Maybe it's a man lamb. Maybe it's a cryptid.
Okay. Joyce definitely is not. Wait. Joyce, have you seen man?
You're back.
I think she's probably seen
can I help
men
you
at
with?
some point.
Oh yeah, there was also the lorry man. Damn, there's so much stuff going on at once.
Word has traveled, yes, but nothing of real substance has surfaced yet, I gather. Wild Pines has
She
eyes
really
on
has
the
ears and eyes
but not
everywhere. Oh, not ears, just eyes.
One of the
She
tall
just has a
buildings
lot of,
overlooking the
visual
roundabout.
words.
It would give them a read on the entire quarter.
It appears we are being monitored every step
What?
we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here?
Do we show the badge yet?
I don't know.
I think it's not funny enough yet.
Okay.
You know, honestly, it probably won't have much of a special reaction. But it's just me thinking it'll be funny. Also, can we
Just
look at
an
the wall?
ordinary wall.
No.
Nothing to see here.
We need even more conceptualization. We have 2 skill points. We could become more conceptual and
We could
draw
conceive.
and draw a massive penis on there.
Yep. We definitely could.
And we should eventually.
Yeah. And if that's not what the game wants us to do, then we'll just change the textures.
Okay, no one here. Hello, ball gamers. Your balls are looking mighty round today, quite well shaped.
I'll carry them.
Still no businessmen from Sunday.
Maybe. I'm not so sure. This is a shore, though.
He's not on the swing. He looked like the kind of guy to just be on the swings. But he isn't.
Oh. Might be. But I don't know.
I don't assume he's gonna be on the dock. Nope. Is he in our room? Did he steal our bed again? Can we shave
On
now?
the table, you see a
No.
bowl of water.
Okay. Did he break into this house? No. Where did man go?
Maybe he just doesn't exist because it's not Sunday.
Maybe. Also, what do we currently have in our hand? I want the crowbar in my hand, not the wire cutters. Crowbar is better for hitting people.
Could have.
Okay. Still no one. Is he? Maybe he's listening to music.
Maybe.
He looks like the kind of guy that... No. Sad.
Very interesting.
I also like that they don't ask us to come in anymore. We can just come and go whenever we please now.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Okay, he isn't hiding behind a church.
Kim, stop standing over the water. We all know that you're Jesus. You don't have to do it again.
Yeah, we all know Kim is wholly
Yeah,
fine.
Kim is Jesus, right? I didn't just miss.
No, he can walk on the water, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe, actually, maybe calling him Jesus is dead. Naming him, that would be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kim.
True. Maybe, yeah.
I hope not.
Actually, Kim, what do you think
The
of this
mother
big
of
window?
Humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body, her face oval and sad.
Okay, so we tell Kim who she is, right?
Do we now?
The old woman in the village was right.
Ye-
This must be the Delorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records. It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Ravachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
I want to know about the church lore, right?
Church lore.
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials.
I love using churches to build materials.
It's a bigger version of card houses.
We
Yeah.
should be respectful
And
here,
slightly more
although
difficult.
the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of Deloreanism?
I don't know if they programmed or like they made this dialogue to like for the scenario that that woman was already there, because
I think they didn't. I think they expected this to be the first time you come here. that you have this conversation.
Yes,
But
we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are Delorian in origin.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
I don't like her.
Damn.
No, we're not gonna be mean.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The Delorian system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Cool.
Okay, we're gonna leave now.
No running in church, I forgot.
Is that a rule?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't church often. In fact, I've only ever churched once in my life, and I probably didn't run then.
Okay, where does Sunday Friend? Okay, what do you think is the Sunday Friend's natural habitat? This weird bunker thing?
An old door, worn by elements. God.
No, probably not. But what kind of biome do you think Sunday Friends spawn in?
I don't know. Maybe they're attracted to the emeralds that spawn in taigas, I believe, or was it mesas?
No, that mesas have a lot of gold.
Mesas
High
have
mountains have emeralds.
High mountains have emeralds. Well, then
Yeah.
high mountains probably. As you can see, there's snow on the floor here. There's some rocks, so it must be a high mountain.
Yeah, there's a lot of white stuff, and we all know that white stuff makes you pretty high, so...
Yeah.
Stop snorting the bath salt.
Stop snorting cum. That's really not a good idea, probably.
Stop eating the white paint.
That would cause sickness.
Yeah. Okay, he's not observing dead body.
There's some tear. An empty cigarette.
Okay.
I think we already went by the dead body, right? With Kim.
Yeah. We showed Kim the dead body already. Hey Kim, I found a dead body. He was actually interested in picking up the case.
Ooh. More like briefcase gown.
Also, I wonder if we'll ever be able to get like behind here, behind this little gate, because currently we can't.
Maybe.
This is just wall, and you can't get from the other side either.
Maybe not. Or maybe. I just saw those pieces of like iron from like the railings sticking out. I thought, it's not a parts of a roller coaster. And I got sad when I realized it wasn't parts of a roller coaster, because a roller coaster would have been very interesting and cool.
Well, you got sad when you thought it was a roller coaster, not when you realized
sad
it
when
wasn't.
I realized it wasn't.
Okay.
Thought I said that. Maybe I didn't. That man sure isn't a roller coaster.
That man is
As you
surely
approach,
a
the
Sunday man.
turns and greets you with a polite wave.
So, what are you doing here? It's not
It's
Sunday.
the officer. I was not expecting to run into you again, but things have a funny way of turning out, no?
Yes.
What brings you down to the scenic Martinez coast?
Dead body.
Uh-oh.
No, let's just...
Well, that's très simple. I was visiting the fishing village just north of here. They have applied for a series of microloans to revitalize the old market. And well, I wish to see the situation firsthand. And then, well, I had some extra time on my hands, so I decided to stroll down here. It's quite peaceful, isn't it?
I do like this area. It is pretty. Yeah.
Yes. There's nothing like a stroll along the coast to lift one's spirits.
Especially if you're talking about alcohol spirit.
I mean, if the beach is like gradually raises, right? So you get more lift, more altitude, and you have the spirits in your hand or in your bag or whatever.
Well, I was thinking of more of doing like a toast where you like, you know.
Okay, that works as well.
Yeah.
But then,
Um,
oh yeah, right.
Also, I love how he's like, nothing like a stroll along the coast to lift one's spirits. You do know there was a mass execution right there, right?
Yes. I thought for a second that the second one was, did you see all the buttholes in that wall over there?
Now I
was
need
like,
to ask that
What?
one.
A butthole wall?
I want to ask about the butthole wall.
Oh,
Doc? Is that what those pockmarks are? I might have
Puck for
guessed.
puckered. Mm-hmm.
Fascinating how much history is contained right here. If only one knows where to look for it.
Yeah.
Ah bon? I'm all ears, officer.
La
My friend, if it's
responsabilité.
la responsabilité you're after, I have good news for you. There's no need to form such a committee, because it already exists.
Can we join it?
God, of course it does. These moral intern types.
Hey,
The
logic.
Comité de Responsabilité de Revachol. It acts as a sort of clearinghouse for coalition activities. To put it simply, they are the ultimate arbiters of la responsabilité in this part of the world.
Yes, this is just the sort of reasonable authority you're looking for.
I forget their names. We gave them names last time, but I don't
This was
remember.
Emma?
Was it?
I think
Okay.
it was.
Was
I
Logic?
would offer to connect you with the committee myself, but alas,
Was
I
am
don't
not
remember. It
actually
was a
in.
not
Logan.
logical name.
Lurgan?
Oh, it might have been Logan, yeah.
No, I think Logan was like the second or third name.
Okay, we had Logan.
I'm
I
gonna.
think Logic was Logan.
I'm gonna have to start writing these down, aren't I?
No, that makes it less funny.
Oh, okay.
What? Where is he then?
They change every next.
This was
episode,
Percy. This was Percy, I
Percy.
remember.
That's right.
He's speaking figuratively. He
And
means
that's Reggie.
he's not in Martinez
Yep,
in
that
his
was Reggie.
official capacity.
Um, hmm. Also, by the way, by the distraction, do remember to read the things while also names do.
Yeah.
So, I like 3. That one is, it sounds magical.
It's confusing. Mm.
Well, it sounds philosophical.
Yeah. If you think Harry is smart enough to do philosophy, then it does.
Look at him, he has done all the drugs.
Why, officially,
Huh.
I am still in La Delta, preparing for an upcoming conference on fuel oil derivatives.
My
I'm
favorite,
only in Martinez in an unofficial capacity.
Cool.
my favorite
Are you a
fuel
capacitor?
oil derivatives. I love eating those.
That's why it would
Very
be
interesting.
extremely irregular, or potentially even inappropriate for me to intercede with the committee concerning a district I'm not officially in.
Hmm. But how do we do that then?
Walkie-talkies.
Well, under ordinary circumstances, the committee contacts you.
But we're not ordinary, we are a
In
cop.
other words, the committee only knows what it wants to know.
But if you have information of a vital interest, they might be willing to entertain an exception. In which case, I would advise you to contact them via Coalition Warship Archer.
What's a warship archer? That doesn't sound like a
You
good
see,
thing.
in addition to being an airborne artillery platform, Coalition Warship Archer is also the linchpin of the Coalition's surveillance and communications infrastructure in
Okay,
Revachol.
so if we want to take that down, then we know where to start. Good.
Yeah.
And listening. It has the most objective vantage point in the entire city. Not to mention a vast array of radio, photographic, and meteorological monitoring instruments. I find it a great comfort to know there are benevolent powers watching over all, in strict accordance with the Wayfarer Act and the Bristol-Mune Convention.
The Bristol Moon Conventions are a series of international agreements governing the treatment of military personnel and civilians in theaters of war, as well as occupied territories. In practice, they are more talked about than observed.
Okay, what was Encyclopedia's name again?
Do we have one yet?
I don't. I remember either it was a name that didn't have to do with encyclopedia as a word, or we didn't.
Probably not then.
Cyclops.
I guess that could work.
Also, what do you prefer more, when encyclopedia is kind of useful like here, or when it just goes off on random facts?
Random.
Because I love the random.
Yep.
Yeah. I would prefer if it would, instead of going into the Bristol Moon conventions, just go into like what benevolence means.
Yeah, like wayfarer is a word that comes from way and fairer. A fairer,
It just goes off on. I would prefer that over this, but this is still good.
This is quite the problem. Very tricky. Of course, the archer has orders to fire on any unidentified aerostatics that might approach it. So it might be safer to get in touch from the ground.
Okay, so we're not supposed to steal an airplane?
But in that case, you would require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on coalition frequencies. And that kind of technology naturally isn't typically available for non-coalition use. Yes, it is a bit of a conundrum.
We might
I suppose there might be some way to circuit
or
bend
in
your
the
way
other
onto
one.
those frequencies, but you'd have to be one of those techno tinkerers to do it.
Okay, so basically we're gonna set up a team. With techno, they definitely mean the music people, and with tinkerers, they definitely mean the woman in the church.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna build a team of musical tinkerers.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Unfortunately not. No. I don't have the pleasure.
We're just gonna ignore them.
I am merely a representative of the coalition government, not very well versed in technology. But you...
Sounds like something that programmer we met in the church might be able to help with.
You didn't even meet her, Kim. Stop breaking the fourth wall.
Let me just say that I have complete confidence in the RCM. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Always my pleasure to be of assistance to the RCM. Godspeed. And if we don't meet again, bunch of.
That's
actually, can we still have? Oh.
In a bit of a way, I guess that, you know, forgetfulness, amnesia is where you don't know things that you could know.
Yeah.
But confusion is a thing where you do know things that you couldn't know. Because you're confused about something. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it
I'd call that clairvoyancy, but...
Also, but that's less
Or
funny.
just making assumption out of outside sources. Both work.
Well, but it would be funny if it would fit, so...
True.
Yeah, exactly. So just roll with it. It's good enough.
Starts spinning on the floor. So we just stand here for an hour, right? Until she notices us? Okay, I'm bored of waiting.
Yes, what is it?
Let's start
The
with
swallow,
the
you mean?
Oh.
What
never
about
mind.
it? Great. Thanks.
No, you're not gonna leave. We don't want that. Let's do both of the quests at once.
Work. Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
We might have to convince her to make anything work if she wants to work with us, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's
Do
first
I look
ask
like
this,
someone
though.
who has time for side projects at this moment?
Yes.
If you want her help, maybe you should help her first.
What can we help her with? Maybe something with the whole... Anyway, let's also do this.
Hey, what makes the world go round?
Damn. Yeah, no,
She
just...
stares at the terminal, completely oblivious to her surroundings.
Okay, so we have to find a way to help her. So that means... Oh, that's running. Why does the game automatically make me run? So we'd have to... Okay, so the hole is like right above here, right? Where the crab man is?
The crab man?
Like in the middle of these water things.
The crab man, he's the one who crabs. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we might want to find a way to get back in touch with Crabman.
Cool. Maybe we should yell really loud.
No, sound doesn't reach there. That's the whole thing. It's a point of pure silence.
Like really loud.
I don't think blowing up a nuke would even make sound go there.
Then blow up 2 nukes.
I don't think blowing up the entire universe 1,000,000 times would get sound there.
Do it 1,000,001 times. It's that easy.
How about infinite times?
2 infinite times.
How about infinitely times that?
How about infinite to the power of infinite times?
How about infinite to the power of infinite plus 1 times?
How about infinite to the power of infinite plus infinite times?
What about that, but squared infinitely?
What about that, but even higher? Isn't this fun, people? Us trying to make higher numbers?
Anyway.
Just blow up 2 nukes, it'll be fine. Spectre!
Hey, Spectre! Okay. Shall we actually do this with the dead body?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's get to car. Okay, so we had to stand in front of the church to get the teleport, right? That's how it worked?
I believe so.
Like here-ish. Map. Yeah! I did it! Okay. Hello, car. We would like to call
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Okay, so do we first call the library or the
I
station?
thought for a second that you were going to say, are we first going to call the dead body?
You missed so far. We did a bit of taking on
Responsibility.
We have to currently we want to do something for the church woman so that she will help us with the contact the coalition. Okay, so do we first call the library or the police?
What do you do in case of an emergency?
Library.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Oh wait, this can only... Oh wait, no, we can call the library.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10
we
a.m.
have to
6
wait
p.m.
about 1.5 hours.
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else, Detective?
I do want to do that
over and out.
first.
In the cabin, you see...
I think it's smart to not first report it to the police, because if we first do the library, we might have more information for the police.
Mm-hmm.
We-
Hardy.
We could do Hardy. We could do the hard tits.
Ooh, got him.
We could... There's a lot of things you can do. Wait, did we even give him his jacket back? We didn't, right?
I'm not sure.
Where is it? No, we have it right here. The fallen windbreaker. Oh wait, I think he just wasn't awake yet. Okay, so we're gonna try to do that. what else? We did this already. Why is it not? Wait. Oh wait, no, that's the Wait. Let me real quick check. Is it talking about the boardwalk dead body,
Yeah,
or is it talking about
boardwalk?
or is it talking about this dead body? Because this one should be gone.
No, it said on the boardwalk.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream.
Okay. Oh yeah, it does say. So we didn't go there with Kim, did we? I thought we did.
I thought we did as well.
Okay, let's go there then. Do you think we can start a successful ice cream business too?
I mean, if the game allows it, then we would rock at that.
Yeah, if the game allows it, this would legit just be a D&D campaign where you're just doing absolute random bullshit.
Yeah, that would be very interesting.
I mean, it already very well is very close to that, and I love it.
I mean, like, of course, we're all scared for, like, if AI are ever going to take over Dungeon Master dudes, right? It's going to be nice because no one needs to Dungeon Master anymore, but it's also a bit scary. If that ever does happen, then at least, please, whoever does makes that happen, make sure that the AI is not restricted by rules of like, but that doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make sense, that doesn't mean it shouldn't be in there.
I mean, it should be able to be modified for the players' needs and wants.
Unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle.
Because some players love to just play by the actual rules and stuff. So,
like, as in, like, the rules, yeah, but like, as in, it's not logical to start up an ice cream business. You're a cop. Then the AI is just not. No.
There are players who would prefer that, but it should just be able that you can customize it.
Yes.
Anyway.
Hold on. Looks like he's been dead for a while. I'm surprised no one found him before you came along.
Yeah, but we've
Looks
already
like one
done
of the
this.
locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. But that's just a lazy assumption.
Said all of
what
this,
do you
though.
think?
A dead working class man.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband?
We already
the bright
said
blue
this
lining?
because it makes. Yeah, we've said all that already. Yeah. So why is it
Maybe we need
still
to go
here?
to the woman.
Maybe. Wait, no, we were gonna go to the woman after. You know, yeah.
After telling the police, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what is something we can do right now? Mm-hmm. Oh, we definitely forgot to do this.
Oh. Call me back.
Oh, hey, do you know anything about armor?
No.
Oh.
Armor is a thing that was commonly worn by knights in the medieval era. That's all of it. Not even entirely accurate, but like, I mean, I guess it is, but also it's not the whole story. But didn't ask me if I could tell the whole story.
Okay, actually, we could then just for a bit do some of these normal tasks.
I find this a good idea.
Is there any that are on this side? Oh yeah, we can try to ask her out for a date.
Do we though?
I mean, it's a white check, so.
Well, like, sure. If you want to, you can do that.
Well, no, because we want Kim. No, we want, yeah. Okay. All the others are on the other side of town. So let's go back to the other side of town then.
Let's down to the other side.
Also, where was the pigs originally? Because I don't see her anymore.
Did we tell Titus?
No, we didn't yet.
Oh.
That is one of the quests that we can do, though. This guy was one of the people.
Hello, guy.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on
That's
your
a
mind?
low chance, but it's white, so there's no reason not to.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Oh, God.
Can we scream at him about his soul?
As per usual, I'm not gonna stop you. I won't take
But you're not
responsibility.
responsible?
Cool. We all want to know each other, know each other's woes and all. But people, man, they have slippery souls.
Like ball sack?
Just like that, he slips out of your reach. It is possible the yelling didn't help.
Well, screw you, Emmy.
I don't want to talk about that.
Or something, I don't know, something clever comeback. I wasn't a clever comeback. What about, go Emmy your own pathies? Huh?
Also,
Humor.
honestly, out of all the people to talk about a soul, why are we talking to the person that looks like they have no soul at all?
Yeah. True.
Like,
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. Thank God I don't know. People here call her the Lady Driver.
Yeah.
She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why. I did it, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
It's true. We would have caught a lie. But a kind heart is tricky. Bah. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
No, he hoped something wasn't a thing.
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died.
She died?
It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
Was the girl the
It won't come
pigs?
to that. We won't pursue her.
I don't
this.
think
This is
so.
information only.
I don't think so either.
I don't believe you.
But, maybe Dummy Lum just
I
needs
just can't, man.
glasses.
I'm not naive.
She's actually not. What do you say?
I mean,
Gruffy?
we wear glasses, though. Look at us.
Maybe then maybe we don't need glasses.
Oh, that might be
She's
it.
got the darkness in her.
See?
That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
The third one is the least insulting, I
guess.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
I guess.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one.
The
grey-haired
raceman.
woman. Maybe she knows something. Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out?
Yeah, that is a bit interesting to me too.
I didn't get it.
I feel like asking the question.
I feel like 2 and 3 are definitely not gonna help us.
No, at least not right now, for sure.
Yeah, or not in the way we want.
The one I think will just be information, so that will probably have no bad consequences.
You can do it.
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too. Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes too.
You're literally smoking right now.
Yeah, right in the cafe. It's lunchroom. Or is he this one also smoking?
I don't know. Okay, so she might know? We're just doing all the quests at random now.
You caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Are you the lady driver with the pink, purple, orange, all the colored hair?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
Yeah.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul. I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
I mean, that being terrifying to children sounds like a good thing.
That's very scary because
believe me.
In my brain, I am you know I don't want to grow up. I'm still a baby on so many facets. Yeah. I'm scared. Scared. 10 out of 10. Scared.
She looks terrifying.
Would scared again.
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to? Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just... In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
Ballsack.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
Oh, see.
Interesting. That didn't help at all, but it is still interesting. Okay. Wait, was this always accessible?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
I don't think I've ever seen this door.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue. The driver has adorned the side walls with a substantial collection of racist paraphernalia. Proclamations
I guess whose
honor,
this one
strength,
is.
and purity.
I have no idea.
Various panels.
I've got no
A
clue.
large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays. It is the seal of Royalist era Revachol. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the lost city of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Really?
Yeah. I read Laurie as a furry for a second. You think this furry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely,
Let's
yes.
ask.
This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
Can we look again? No. Okay, let's ask the race man.
He doesn't look like a racing driver.
Looking for something?
His face is still funny. He has such a Shrek-shaped face.
He has, even though it's even though it's Shrek shaped, I don't think his face is shaped.
No, his face isn't shaped. And also, like, his face has the shape of the entirety of Shrek, not Shrek's face.
Actually, kind of true, because you have like the little, I don't know if you could, no, you can't. Like, on top of his head would be Shrek's head. Because it even has like the hair, it has like the little
like you have
jacket.
the shoulders, which are kind of square. And then you have the big round belly. And then Shrek's ears are just slapped on the side of his belly, and then a face in the front. Shrek man.
A face? I thought it was just an ass.
Ah, true.
I know. Great at the diss.
Donkey.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's defend.
He stole his employer's goods. And
No, he
another
didn't.
man's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
No, he's a good man. We love him.
Stealing is cool.
He's...
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cubs don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You
But
don't
I run this
anything.
gun.
I do run in things.
Wait.
I run all the time.
Wait, my gun is empty. I do run this ID card. No, don't steal it!
He means La Puta
Or the
Madre.
badge.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West.
Can we wear that outfit?
Yeah, him.
What outfit? Oh. Everyone's like,
I want to know.
Then
who
I
he is.
presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the
You've
unions.
got bitches?
Damn,
Not
he's
just the
got
union.
bitches.
He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
Let
You're
him
not
be the...
peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
If they like drugs,
No,
then they wouldn't be
of course not.
getting into
We are
drugs.
not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
Pretty
He's
lurching.
good
It's not a
actor.
hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I also love Daddy Mommy.
Yes.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
Can they protect you from a bullet?
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him, by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
Okay, so I think it's smart if we do the other talking options too then, so that he might be even more intimidated by us.
Yeah.
Plus, let's put on some half-light clothing.
Let's have some light.
That's negative.
Just put on all the negative stuff and it's just like, huh, tell us what you know, you punk. It's like, what the fuck? I didn't become Shrek this morning just to tell people things. That's a good way to summarize it, right? I couldn't think of anything better.
Those are half-light gloves. And that's the half-light, no, the half-light jacket. Okay. Now.
Looking for something?
Oh, I don't even think we need to do the,
Damn. And the dress code. Damn.
That's like the highest it can be, right? So.
Men like this only respect two things: strength and fear.
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
Can we kick his ass with our armored boots?
There. Yep. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Okay, 4 is definitely not the best option. That's gonna be a pretty bad one. He does seem pretty protective and stuff and proud of his lorry. So that one could very well work.
I don't think 2 is a thing we want to be seeing.
I don't think so too. But in this case, it might work the best.
Maybe.
But still, it's not something we want to be saying.
1 is not an impressive feat of thought.
No. I'd say 2 is the most likely to be successful, but 3 is also incredibly likely to work.
But since we're gay, 1 could work.
True, but he might also be gay and then it won't work anymore.
Maybe. But
so... My brain goes for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
He does not sound incredibly stressed.
I don't know.
He sounds like a
I don't even know
racist.
her name. She just moves with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days. Past the monument, down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Yep. Bye, fat man. Okay, what looks green to me? This one looks greenish, but it
His
is.
outline looks green, but let's not put
This
him
is
on
green.
fire.
This green found, A to Z, contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust.
I mean, if
You
he's
can
lying,
barely
then we
make
can
out the
really
shape of a
kick his
seat
ass.
And 2 steering levers.
Because we also just want to
Posters
kick his
cover the
ass.
small windows in the
I really wonder if
You
there's
can't
like a
make
run
it
you can do
small.
where you get like your
Half-life.
all of your physique-related things as high as possible, and you just kick every single person's ass. Like, you just start fights with everyone and stuff.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and then you go punch a tree to regain your HP.
Punch a tree to regain your HP. That's pretty cool.
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
That's a good idea.
I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. There's no pick in this lock. The owner has put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
Let's put our physical instrument clothes on real quick then.
Let's put our physical instrument on.
Yes. Piano.
What about...
That
you
is
like that
physical.
song? That was a song
yeah.
specifically.
That was a good song.
For all of those out there putting on physical instrument right now.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Also, let's put on the rest of our normal armor because love the armor.
That's pretty scary.
We have anything that removes it. No. Okay. Also, something just updated. Oh,
This green
How
fowl,
hard is it
A to
now?
Z, contemporary,
17%.
is parked in the shadow of the ruins.
We could
looming
try it.
Overhead. It's seen
It
better days.
won't. Well, it might hurt us, but then we can just. We have enough HP and we can punch some random objects.
With a firm grip, you raise the pry bar. A glint of light.
Was that
catches
double
the tip.
sixes? No,
Pull
it was a
down
4
the
and a
hammer of
6.
truth and justice. Release your secrets, Lorry Cabin.
Fuck the police. We do want to fuck the police. If you know
Welcome
what
to
I mean.
Renaissance window. Smash it.
But we're the
apologetic.
sorry cop.
True.
Smash it apologetic.
Yeah.
I like to though because it's just funny.
It's your choice.
I want to do that
The
one.
window shatters, and droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Sato.
Yeah.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat.
Free tools?
Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Even more
There's
free
something
tools.
odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
It doesn't matter. I want to
A
look at the
metallic drawer
toolbox.
slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded
No free
newspaper.
tools.
It says
It's an issue of Petty Ferric from last Wednesday. A piece of
Ferric.
paper falls out from its pages.
Okay, that's very recently. So, like last Wednesday, that's yesterday.
Yeah.
So, huh.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical
could be
equations
last week,
explain the
and
basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
That's pretty unique.
These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
The Ulan frequency
Magic?
system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Posters, a radio, dust on the windows.
Okay.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century.
Thank
One
you.
of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
I really, really hope that Encyclopedia will explain what this is.
There's definitely perfume
No.
in the air. It's
Sad.
spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
I mean, we always smell random things, right?
Maybe now it will tell us.
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably granate number 5.
I mean, this almost feels like going towards, like, this feels like if you have really high encyclopedia would explain how granite 5 is made.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
Is her tragic,
She
untimely
wasted away
death known
in a
for her
drug
talent?
den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street. A mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world and the camera too. The actresses and the rare actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Okay. I think doing the radio as the second to last and last covers would be smart, right?
Sure.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here.
Free hammer?
A pair of pliers, a rusty wrench have been casually thrown there by the disorganized
If we get a hammer,
driver.
we can hit things.
But one
I really
odd
want the
detail
hammer.
does catch your
Punching
eye.
things.
A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
For extra grip?
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Yeah.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes? Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Huh. That's really interesting. So this drug trade is part of the big thing.
That's pretty floopin'.
Uh-huh.
Looks like her, yes. Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you
Yeah.
think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think that's pretty likely, to be honest, right?
Yeah. Probably.
We should see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
Not yet.
The movie
I
stars
also
are still
think that
smiling
bringing
from
up
the walls.
the
radio
drug
transmitter
trade
sits
and that
on
we
the
know
center
the
console,
8th
and a
person
faint smell of perfume is
might
in the
actually
air.
give us some extra, like an extra edge.
Extra flunch.
Yeah.
That would be pretty
Looks
Radio.
like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the
Oh.
key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
But we might be able to use that to contact the air people.
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least. Perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Cool.
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
Then we have to find it.
The ghostly actresses, and the rusty toolbox under the driver's seat, and the oddly bulging seat cover.
Imagine if we
Okay.
would put like hot glue in like wherever the dial's supposed to go so that they can't put it back in anymore. That'd be pretty funny. 'Cause
Oh yeah, no, we put like hot glue in there, and then when they put it in, it'll get stuck, so they can't get it out. And then when we come there, we can just, it's still in there.
we put a bomb in there that specifically works for everything
Pipe bomb.
other than everything other than this radio, because we need the radio.
Yeah.
Voila, a stack of neatly folded papers, has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
The routes and highways? Scary.
Yeah.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all.
Cool. I love the idea of just having like elevated motorways over cities and stuff. That sounds really cool.
Sounds interesting.
It in a real world that wouldn't work because people would like, you know, if there's an accident and the car just drops onto your house, that's not a good design.
What if they just don't use cars? They just walk really fast and then make like a noise like.
That's a good idea.
There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881. High above the mess of brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield. To Couronne, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road. This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the
What would
Pots,
you need that
old
for?
military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st
I'm just
precinct.
trying to think of all the pranks that you could do with this that would like really like mess things up, like draw extra lines and stuff on the maps, and they're like,
oh
wait,
god,
but that doesn't exist, or like really like you buy a map somewhere and
put it in
like,
there and label it as something else.
Yeah, or a pipe bomb.
Pipe bomb.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain.
What does she need tunnels and sewers for?
By the lake.
I mean, doesn't that
These
connect to the
service tunnels
highway?
were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway.
Like, I guess you could transport things underground with that, and it seems to connect to the highway that the other map was for.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what is she transporting? At least drugs, but
Yeah, I was gonna say drugs.
I feel like there
Looks
might be
like
more.
The smugglers have infiltrated the road
What about
network belonging to East
hamsters?
Motor Tract.
So
Could
it
be.
would seem.
Hamsters are pretty cute.
The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads,
Mm.
though apparently not all of them. Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it. The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, but really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's a dark parody. It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved. Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use. You close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Sure.
I know multiple words.
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
I love that we're actually getting more and more police, you know?
Yeah. We're like
We've earned
gaming
respect. We've earned the respect and we get to actually be police.
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
Yeah.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly
Same.
the sheer number of stations it can connect.
Yeah.
Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
We know who that is, our beloved.
Don't say Evrard.
It is Evrard. No, but like in a good way. He does good drugs.
Oh, okay.
Then
Then
I'm
that's
not
cool.
sure what the Uline frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Wasn't Ulan the exact this thing that we needed?
Was it? I'm not sure anymore.
Me neither, but it
Oh,
might have
and the
been.
maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy boys knew this driver, as we know that she
That
was
is the
present
most
at the
important
lynching.
one for our
This may be the Union
direct
connection
case.
we've been searching for.
British school.
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Could the film undistributed? I mean, we like
It's
lesbians.
interesting, yeah.
Yes, well,
Which, you know.
Oh.
like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition. We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
True, that's smart.
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief over, after you.
Yay! We are actual police now, right?
Sometimes. Like, just...
Got a minute. Sure, we do have a minute. What is it?
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
I mean, we can tell that the racist man told us.
I guess we can.
Still better than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who tell on her. But, is she in trouble?
I think we should think about this really well during
Okay,
this placed B break.
Yeah. And then I'll tell you about what I've been thinking when you're back.
That's very cool. I'm probably gonna forget to think about it, but I'll have a nice pee anyway.
Have piss.
Be right back.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is perhaps she could get like protection and she could be fine if she becomes an informant, and then she would be fine but the rest of the operation wouldn't be. That could be a thing. We could also be honest and just say there will be an investigation or that we can't disclose it. Though, you know, I like the idea of, you know, making sure she'll be fine. I like the idea of that. I'm not sure if it's going to be possible, but we can try. And now I have to spend another million years before Alice is back because I am too fast at thinking, apparently. What are good things to talk about? I am so bad at out of nowhere speaking. I'll just do a random topic generator online because I am original. That one doesn't really work for me. Any interested? Ooh, this is a good one. So there's a question which is if I have saved an animal's life or a person's life before, and I have. So for an animal, there was at school a little hedgehog, and it got stuck in like one of the football as in not American, so soccer football, one of the football nets, like the goals. And our like sports teacher really didn't want to spend the time on cutting it out, etc. Just wanted to leave it there. But we all decided like, nah, that's a bad idea. So we just ignored him. We grabbed some scissors, cut the little hedgehog free, and we gave it some water and some fruit, and it still wasn't really unrolling itself. So me and one other girl decided to just stay with it, take care of it and stuff to see what happens. And after like an hour, it still hadn't unrolled itself. It was still breathing and stuff, so it wasn't, actually dead. But we decided to call the animal like ambulance thingy, and the ambulance said like if you didn't cut it free, it would have probably not survived for as long as it has. And then a couple days later, they returned it to the like area, and they told us that it was doing healthy and it was very cool. Anyway, you have returned.
What Ocean doesn't know is that actually they are not pee breaks that are placed strategically. They are breaks for strategic pee.
True.
You didn't know that, eh?
I didn't, but I do know it's true.
Yeah, exactly. As one does.
Okay, have you thought of the thing?
Oh no, I totally forgot what even to. Oh yeah, okay. I did not think about it at all.
Okay, want to hear what I thought of?
Yeah.
Okay, we could do option number 1, and like we try to make sure she gets like protection and stuff, so she will be fine, and she'll be seen as like an official informant, which would give her like protection from us and would mean that the police would protect her from other things.
I guess that could work.
I've no idea if that actually happens when we choose that option, but that's what I like to think. Otherwise, the other two options basically mean the same thing, though one is just more disrespectful than the other. So I'd go for 1.
Oh man, that's like a load off my mind. All that stress was messing up my rhymes.
He chooses to believe what's best for her.
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprek
Music?
But with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
Ooh, maybe we can hire him.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
No, Tommy Lahomie.
Tommy.
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
I thought he said Cherry.
Cherry.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
I like this. Yeah.
Hit him with our best first.
Wait.
Oh no.
There's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
Are we gonna wrap this one?
Do you want to?
Do you want to?
I can't do rap that already exists. I can only rap about, you know, itchy balls, fire, chicken nugget dinosaurs.
Actually, I'm not sure how to present this.
Yeah, me neither.
Zero veins X-ray. Maybe we also need like the next sentence to get how it goes.
Maybe.
Whoa. What else?
Commute. No, I don't see how there's rhymes in here.
Yeah.
I don't see any rhymes.
Silent communion. That's good.
Still
Dang,
no real rhymes.
That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
Or did you learn it in school? More importantly, who can prove if you did? Go with it. You deserve some acclaim.
I assume we came up with it on our own.
Something.
I am just a vessel for the Musi.
Musi? We got a Musi?
Can we be Musi?
We could be Musi.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours.
Yeah? I assume it is.
Let's pretend that we know definitely.
Fucking A. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days.
Cops
No,
are
we want to be
incredibly
an art
autistic.
cop, though.
It's
I
good
am
to meet a
super
fellow poet.
autism.
Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it.
Poor Kim.
Yeah, but cops are human too. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I owe you an apology for thinking otherwise.
We...
And again, great shit.
Oh, your chat.
See
Was your chat
message. I
broken?
didn't know who... Yay! Things are fixed. Oh.
You've been chatting the whole. Oh, that's sad.
That's sad. We missed the
Twitch
companionship.
Twitch murdered your chat. That's mean.
Yeah, we're gonna be mad at Twitch now. Oh, VPN.
Oh, the VPN. Yeah, VPNs can mess with things sometimes.
Yeah. Like not having a VPN on. That
Oh,
is
hey,
something
the
that
mirror
happens
is
to
back
VPN.
off. Oh.
You know. Le mirror.
Okay, we have 15 or 16 more minutes. What's... Actually, we can go inside to the hard lads.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they're also gay.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Smash the clowns.
Hello, clown. I should have done that one earlier because that would have been very funny because it would have been like out of nowhere and I'm like, ah. But no, it's not that funny. You get that right,
So
Heidi?
we don't do one first because that's probably makes them leave. So
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a
The
rifle.
rifle contains a lot
Go back
of
to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean
Jump
your streets are in precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
What is it?
You're right. There is no local drug trade. Except you!
Except for you, titties.
No.
No, that's...
Kim deserves it, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
Wait.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Yes, but that just sends everyone else to Jamrock, doesn't it?
I think one is...
One works.
Might work, but 4 also might work. My brain's between 1 and 4.
I feel like first impressions 1 seemed better.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything, but theoretically, it has to be someone's problem, so it might as well be yours.
Titus, I'm amazed.
Please.
Where is the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great. I hardly have to interfere at all.
You should interfere more. He's stupid as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lizzie. I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. Now, was there anything else? I was sort of gonna get my brewski on.
Not
Who
quite
is your
yet,
brewski?
Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
My answer is... fuck off.
See,
Mind
that's
your own
when it hits
business.
him.
There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
Yep.
Babu.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
That's gonna
Go
mean...
fuck your mom, Dennis.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
I gotta be entirely honest. I understand nothing of like why this power play is working, how it's working. Is there? It's just them saying funny things in my brain, and I'm like, interesting. Ocean. Are you accidentally muted?
Are you? Is everything back?
You're there now.
Okay, I was the one that was gone. Okay. I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Drip you with it, or we drip you with it, Ocean.
But what I was saying, apparently my internet died for a split second. How long have I not been audible?
Like a few sentences, probably.
Okay. I was gonna say, do we first do 1 before trying to establish authority? Do we even do 1 at all? I do feel kind of like the Hardy Boys wouldn't actually do anything bad to her for some reason.
Yeah.
They just don't give off the vibe of doing that, if you get what I mean. So, do we do 1?
Yeah, we can do that.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
Yeah.
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it? God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kuran or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
They are empathetic towards her too.
Wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
I think saying 1 will make us seem weak again.
Yeah.
But 2 is lying, which might make us seem even more weak.
But we have pretty good physical, so composure.
True.
So.
But if we say she had my gun, but now I have it, that might add intimidation because now they know we have a gun.
I don't know. Did they know we didn't have a gun before?
Probably because Everard probably did tell them. I mean, there was a team of Everard's B team was looking for the gun. So I'd assume they at least were asked or something like that.
You can do it if you want.
You're fucking with me.
Never mind.
Your gun. She had your fucking gun.
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pigs lost his gun to the pigs.
Well, at least I can see you got it back.
Okay.
If you have any questions.
We might want to go and buy some more of the Nosafed.
Maybe some bullets that would help with intimidation.
Also.
Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne, amigo LaPlante.
Anything else you wanted to know? Was, like before, just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then.
What are you doing?
Nothing important. I got stuff
Okay. Okay.
Get wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
True. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Packing
probably
heat.
Big liking people.
So I think 3 and 4 won't give us intimidation.
2, only if he was a surfer dude. Like, more like who wouldn't. Nah.
So it's probably 1, but no, it's probably just 1 is the only real option.
No, I didn't. Because I'm not fucking stupid, Polizonte.
Oh.
Yeah, Carl. That's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. But whatever gets you through the day. Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people.
Also
it's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez.
Yep,
Ain't that
almost
right,
kind of.
boys?
Sure
Almost,
enough,
yeah.
we're the real heroes on these streets.
Okay, that didn't help us or hurt us. Okay, let's see if we have any authority clothes. We already have +2 authority from our clothes, so that's already not bad. Probably putting on that shirt might help. Like when you have the bigger part of the outfit together. Empathy, that's negative authority.
But it is a 2, so you know. Pretty good.
True.
We
Also
getting dripped
negative.
out. We dripping.
We're getting that drip on.
Yep.
Okay. And nothing that removes it? I don't assume so, but... Okay. So this is the max we
It's
can
you
get.
again. What is it?
Your balls are itchy.
How do you know
Mind
that?
if
You're
I scratch
telekinetic.
them?
Your arm like stretches out Miss Incredible style and just...
Who is Miss?
Like
oh,
Mrs.
missing.
Incredible.
You've heard. Your hands look heavy. Mind if I hold them? But get ready for your balls look itchy, man. Mind if I scratch them?
Now, my question is...
That would
what-
get our authority up to like 1 million instantly. But not like authority, it would probably get like our empathy up to 1 million and he would just fall in love with us instantly.
Yeah. Or a rhetoric. Because who
True,
doesn't love
yeah.
that in the middle of an argument?
Yeah.
Or an argument, as some might call it.
We have to... Can you clip that?
I don't know how to clip things.
No, like put it in the thing.
Oh, that's true. You are significantly more intelligent than I am.
Oh, that's beloved. Okay, so we could establish authority, and we have 3 levels to use. So we could level up our authority after that, and then try again. So
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you look around this room
damn.
full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
I mean, number 2 doesn't sound like us being authoritative, but
I feel
at
like
the same time, it might be like sarcastic.
I've seen a few other things, I believe, where the second was kind of just a bailout option.
Yeah, so it's probably one.
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit, and
They
wasting time.
talking poop.
Yeah.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Okay, so I think 3 might, or 2 might be the best one.
Stop it, Norton.
3 might also be very good.
Yeah.
Because comparing them to us is just the thing they hate most. So both of these seem like a, you know, I mean, all of them seem like they do that, but 2 and 3 seem like they would do that the best way. 1 just makes us sound like an idiot.
I feel like 3 makes the most sense. But
yeah. Though 2 sounds most insulting to me.
I think you're smarter.
Actually, let me do flip a coin. Where the hell is my coin? I need to put my coin in a place I remember where it is. Instead, I'll just flip this pride pin.
That's cool.
Okay, it's tails,
really
which means option 2.
Beer.
Speak for yourself, buddy. I've been running this outfit for 10 years now. You should have seen Martinez before it started. It was like jam rock now.
They didn't see shit, man. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week. Fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
I mean, graffito everywhere sounds like a good thing to me, but...
I love that.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
Yeah.
Come on, Kim. Be competent for us.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
2 is not gonna do that. Actually, I mean... 2 puts it down more heavily. But then instead of putting it down heavily, fully takes that away in the second part. Yeah. While 1 does the exact opposite, where it absolutely doesn't put it down heavily at the start, but then puts it down heavy right after. Yeah. So, are we strong at the start or strong at the end?
I'd say 1.
Okay.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got it.
Yeah.
He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect.
Of course.
If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
I mean, we're used to punching freight trains.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling Ranch. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde. That's Amonju with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
That's, not great.
This, is absolutely masticating our anus. Also known as biting us in the ass.
I mean, we can try 2 first.
We can do that.
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
Didn't do anything. Well, please.
You inexplicably act
Thank you,
after the victim's name,
Gombo.
But no one notices. Your spine is too damn straight. None of these people would ever suspect you've met her.
Just clash it cool.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Okay. We have to think about it smartly. I think 2 is a smart one. 4 is a smart one, and the other ones, maybe 3 can also be, but maybe not.
I don't know.
I think that just
he did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
You don't know her.
Probably.
Good boy.
I'm a good boy.
I was waiting for your reaction. Just.
I mean, they spelled it wrong. It's clearly supposed to be with an I.
True. But, I think seeing these reactions that 3 is
her.
also.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough,
Kim is
Copper.
intelligent.
We partied. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
What do you think
so
I meant?
That's a lot of things for one party.
I do think it would have been for.
Yes, yes, and no.
Oh,
Got
you're
something
not
to
karaoke
say about it?
people. Why not the karaoke?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
We're gay.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
Honestly, I do think from this reaction, maybe 1 is also not a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this
Okay,
is
that
irrelevant to your
basically
stated
did
investigation.
nothing. Okay.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Yep. We love hitting trains. With our car, with our fist, doesn't matter. Makes us stronger.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling
Oh,
height
we can
window.
look again.
The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches.
Hey, yo!
Light yellow, faded with
Oh yeah,
time.
we should have done
A tiny
close, but
splash of
we
colour
even.
in the blackness of the thicket, hanging from it, a bronze key. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find.
Hell yeah.
It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Huh?
One is probably the only option that actually works.
And I need the fatty to get his feet amputated because the smell is killing me. We can't always get what we want.
God damn it, Dennis. You know I can't help it.
Sorry, fucko. These guys won't help you. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite. I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
I really hope that what my brain is thinking is what we can do.
With a loud thud, the old man
Never
stands
mind.
up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Spectre also getting that Riz.
Spectre diving.
Okay, so what I thought we might have to do is go to Everard, get his massive fork, which totally doesn't look like a fishing rod, and fish it out. But no,
The key is
he's
brass.
just nice.
Workshop spear is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit. Don't thank me.
Oh.
I don't give two shits about your key.
Okay.
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door.
Oh!
It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
Why would you
It's
spare
worth a try.
workshop there?
I don't care about anything else except opening this door. Hello, Pots and Pan Man. Do you want to explore this with us?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Thank you, Pots and Pan Man. I will now go and open this door.
A heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Pretty dimply and pretty locky.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood.
Let's go. Oh, I have to walk myself. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful room. Maybe I need to hold a torch. That. Door. Bye, Kim. I feel like the it should be loading. You know.
Feels like a bug. But
It
maybe
feels
not.
like the room isn't loading. Okay, let's see if we go close the door and go out and then back in. It might reload itself.
Maybe.
And then we go back in. Yep, now it's loaded. Ooh, what's this?
This pinball says Franco-Nigerian, Nigerian. The theme is horses and swords. A note. NB, the spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window.
Thanks for telling us that. Very helpful.
No problem. This pinball is White Diora. The black glass shows a female figure in mourning.
Free money!
Over there, in the corner.
Pinball
Not
machine?
just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball.
Awesome.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Interfacing is horny for the pinball machine.
Lit. A phrase
Do we have a
almost
name yet for
synonymous with the
interfacing?
Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene.
Eeny dee beeny.
Eeny dee dee fishy. Maybe didn't we have indie?
Oh yeah, it was indie. Yeah.
You go get him, indie. Oh,
The pinball machine.
it's incredible.
Gordy's Goats. A classic. A little.
Can we actually play?
Great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated.
Ooh.
Get the game on, Finger Boy. Those flippers
Finger
are ready.
let's first look
Above
at
the
it.
painting of a moustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble.
Okay.
The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the bulls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit. Indeed, think of them as bulls.
I mean, we have to, right? There's no question here.
There is not a single question of peace. Oh, we lost money. Scary.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced bulls in play with relative ease.
I love to think of random animals as balls too.
I just broke everything.
What
Don't
did you
worry,
break?
It's fine. Nothing, but kind of something. Balance. Those are good answers.
Go, Finger Boy.
I'll just
Finger Boy.
fix it.
Finger Boy loves balls. I mean, it didn't hear like you fell off your chair like I do sometimes, so hopefully it's not as bad as that. Didn't sound like the keyboard fell either, so...
Sure, my nuclear bomb just detonated. So it's fine now, but kind of annoying.
Okay. I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
Oh wait, I'm on really bad.
Do you think we can play and talk at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah.
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his
I
trials.
assume so.
A masked nationalist. An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That's pretty well wanted.
I mean, people are at the top of the food chain, but it's also not cool. I mean, I'd think it is cool, but...
He also hit his wife. And
that is even less
other
cool.
people's
That is
kids
very
too.
much not cool.
Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
Little man.
But you seem to be having fun.
I am, yeah.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying
The
all
goats are cool.
over the board. And although a
Rotten
few
little
come to their
mountain
deaths,
climber.
you're never left with less than 3.
Stupid, small, little, tiny, insignificant man.
Racist.
Climbing the rocks. Hitting his wife. Stupid little racist climbing on the rocks. Sorry.
Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of
Hey,
the
yo,
board.
we
This
found
is
the
where the
ball
balls
spot.
need to go.
Important.
The balls go in the square hole.
Maneuvering a
They
goat
do.
ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
The machine's coming.
Congratulations.
Oh God.
This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The
course it
balls
can.
leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next.
Okay, we have to do this, right? Our visual calculus is not great. Do you think leveling up our visual calculus 3 times now is a good idea?
I don't think I've ever heard a better idea.
Okay, let's do at least 1. Yeah?
Yeah.
we want to
You're
win.
down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake, and then it's all over.
We needed reaction speed. That was...
Okay, we need reactions. Okay, but we can...
win pinball. Can we also drip up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, we have to repay, of course, but we can probably have more attempts. Like, if we give up, does that instantly also make it impossible to ever do it again? I assume not. I'd assume you can just put in more money later on, hopefully. At least it doesn't make sense to me that you can't just replay it.
Maybe Kim will be like, you're stupid. Why you stupid? You're stupid.
I also love 2 times the same option.
Huh.
Okay, so let's put on our good clothes.
Let's put on our sexy
I've been
thong.
wondering the same.
There goes nothing, Finger Boy.
I love the nickname Finger Boy.
I
It
also
describes
absolutely do.
so well.
Oh, we have +2 in interfacing already. That.
But wait, didn't we need reaction speed?
Oh yeah. No.
Which is
yeah?
-1.
Oh,
It
that's
said
negative.
reaction
Okay.
speed.
I am bad at
I am
reading.
awesome. Are you Michael Jackson? He was
Tee-hee?
bad. Tee. I remember when people were telling me that tee was the thing Michael Jackson always said. Yeah, I'm just...
I know, same, and that's why it's funny.
Yeah. I just imagine him being like an anime girl for some reason. And like, I don't know, it's tee. I feel like it's something like, oh, somethingly.
No pants, only ball game.
No. Taking off our pants will help with the ball game.
Do we also level up?
We can do one, right?
Yeah.
Let's hope this isn't gonna.
The machine
make
is
us...
dead and silent. It needs serious maintenance before it can play again.
Oh. Okay, we have to learn how to repair it.
Well, interaction.
Do you think drugs will help?
No.
Do you think holding a ledger will help?
Possibly.
The machine is dead and silent.
No. Maybe Pawn Shop Man will know. Pawn Shop Man seems like the type of person to know this stuff.
Does he?
To me, he does.
I guess I never got absorbed in the pinball scene, so I wouldn't know what.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
True.
Deora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era, on the Muindi Isola, the others being Ria Silvia and Advesperasket. This theme is all about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite nice, actually.
I personally, for pinball machines, I hate all the themes that are like based on real things. And with real things, I mean like real fictional things too, as in like Scooby-Doo is a real thing that exists
so, like,
outside of pinball.
They need to be a specific pinball canon.
But like, I love the idea, like whenever you just have like things that they specifically make to work well in the pinball environment. Those are the cool ones.
Scooby-Doo is real and he loves all of us. Truth be
Sadly.
spoken. What?
Help. Help. Scooby-Doo is behind me. I am scared.
Does he have a knife?
Worse.
The lieutenant grimaces.
It's fine.
The machines.
Let's go pinball.
3 gun.
Well, that's good because he can't use 3 guns at one time. So at least one of the guns is useless. And why would you wield more than one gun? So why would he have? He'd only have 1 gun, and one of the guns is useless. So
1 per leg. You whisper. Well, you'd also hear that in the microphone. That's pretty close to my ear. You rode up.
that would be best horror movie.
Yeah.
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
We can easily do this.
Kim, Pinball, Kitsuragi.
Kimball.
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
I do want to talk to him about
Sounds
that.
kind of weird. One is awesome.
I want to.
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations. No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique, science fiction, and historic romance franchise.
This does not sound accurate. I have no skill, incredibly childlike, and attracted to flashing lights. I love fantasy.
Are you a moth?
And science, yes, science fiction. And I'm not actually particularly interested in pinball machines, probably because I never found the right one to make me interested. But
my mom absolutely loves pinball machines. Like, if we see a pinball machine and my mom is in the same vicinity of it, she will always ask if anyone has a coin on them. And yeah.
Even if
same with those coin pushers. She also loves those.
Those are pretty cool. Even if she has her own coin, she just like, I have a coin, but do you have one?
I mean, she might.
It is lame. I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
My opera just crashed.
What? That's pretty opera-y. Opera-y.
Okay, it's back.
Operation.
Let me see if I can see the stream. That was weird. It just fully crashed for a sec.
You can use Twitch on Opera for some reason. It doesn't do it for me.
Weird. No, I can, yeah.
Exist.
Okay, it's back.
Anyway.
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring. As you do when you're a juvie cop.
Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story. That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
I'm gonna call you Pinball.
no.
I'm gonna call you Kim. No, we'll keep calling him Kim.
Yeah.
Right? Though I do also want to know number one.
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now, we really need to
No,
continue
Kim.
our
We are
sweep
too
of what
close.
appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
We're like 20 centimeters away from fucking. We're not gonna start calling you by your lieutenant rank. Nice
Yeah.
try, but
I mean,
This
maybe in
small
some role
elevator
play.
is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
I'd love
Smells
to.
of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
love some nougat right now.
Romantic.
The maintenance card under the control panel
Yeah,
reads,
same.
Last
Nougat is great.
maintenance, 10th July, 88. There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance.
I want that
third
one.
one appears to be broken.
Sad.
A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long, long time ago.
That's pretty scary.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
In the future.
No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century.
So it's not a message from the future?
No, I think the bureaucrats just forgot about this backroom elevator after the revolution.
Oh.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Let's go. Secret room?
Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine. Futurism themed.
Free money, free clothing. Pinball. Kim, stop dancing. I know you like pinball, but don't get that excited when you see these pinball maker clothes.
Kim, please don't stop getting that excited before the sex times.
Oh my god, look at us.
Wow.
Let's put on our actual
Drip
hat.
as heck.
Look at our drip.
Awesome. The pinball machine has
So
been
this is
taken
where they
apart.
brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything's
Oh, we
covered
can
with
repair
dust
it.
now.
We just have to
The
learn.
lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel.
That's cool.
There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the Hardies bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Oh.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
As the novelty dice maker said, this has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
Yeah.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
No, it's a good connection. But then it is part of the do.
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
He's going to go insane and give us the hotel for free.
At some point,
That'd be cool.
20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Me, Vogan. Vogan to the beat.
Ooh, 3 footsteps.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. 3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
This is so good it
You
makes me
look
forget
so
the whole
sexy.
Kimball
What?
memory.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place. It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
He is calling us a good boy.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways. This print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand sole with logos on it. It seems custom-made or old-fashioned.
Okay. Let's do our own investigation. Who do you think would wear those kinds of shoes?
My brains have thrown out. All of my brains have thrown out all the information right after getting it, and I don't know why.
So shoes that aren't worker shoes or brand shoes. So it's not Sealang, because Sealang would wear brand shoes.
Yeah.
It's not any of the workers, of course, including the gardener, likely. It could be Gart.
Or he could be.
Gart sounds like he would wear old-fashioned shoes. Who else would come here? And also, it could also be the since it isn't like recent, it could be the cryptozoologist.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the mercenary. But
the mercenary? It could also be the person who got murdered.
Yeah.
Though
the mercenary.
It wouldn't make full sense with the armor.
Yeah, but bananas are round in a way, aren't they?
I mean, they probably don't wear armor 24/7, but still.
Definitely do. Glue. It does something to a man.
Between that and that. The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
So it could be one of the workers that just wore different shoes.
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Very interesting.
There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side.
Actually, I want to see what happens if you interact with the shoes.
You clearly
again.
see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are
nothing else. Okay.
The door is small but
Oh
heavy
no,
looking.
not again! A
It's
locked
barred
door.
from the inside.
Oh God.
Unless we've veered off into
Sure,
a
fine.
folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Class about this route. See how she reacts.
Oh, true.
Folded
Clash
M
could also be.
dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series.
Oh, it's from the
System.
inside.
Look who's in a good mood suddenly and reads science fiction.
Ooh, got him.
And we're on the roof.
The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. The bed has been hastily made. It's gonna break soon.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Why did I read Golden Halo as the golden ratio?
Because of good reasons.
Yeah.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline
L
fractures.
plus B.
Following your lead, the lieutenant
Well, no, then it
leans
would
in
be
closer
W plus
to
golden
inspect the
ratio.
surface.
Because golden ratio is definitely positive.
Looks like it, yes.
What's down there? Sorry, Clash. I just really want to explore.
Stairs. It appears.
Oh, this is Clash's room. Ah.
Don't get any funky little ideas.
We were just sliding.
Calculations. Looked like she's had an extended stay. Piles of dirty clothes. A woman's.
Can we open the room?
That's scary.
Then?
Maybe there has been a woman.
We can.
In her room.
And then this one. Oh, it does load.
You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there. Scary.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
That's clearly the
It's
most
been
interesting.
Used quite a lot.
Okay.
But not
Sounds
for
like someone
scrubbing
who
blood
has
of towels
teeth.
or anything else interesting, it seems.
Anal? What?
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet.
My bones don't rattle like pill bottles,
Histoparidol,
usually.
Something in a foreign language you can't
Yeah, no,
read.
this isn't very rattly.
Behind them,
Guess you're not
an
spooky,
unusually
scary
shaped
skeletons
nasal
enough.
spray. Its label reads Nacra. Nacra. This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
You could say he's on the lookout. Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
I mean, that's pretty high, right?
Yes, pretty good.
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it.
We've been rolling
Sunny,
really good
happy
today.
letters.
I don't think we even
Jackpot,
missed
baby.
like maybe
That's
one
the
or
stuff
two
you're looking
things.
for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little
But we've
plastic
mainly had
container.
dubs.
Yep.
And your chest swells with pride. Look, it's made right here in Revachol by San Baptiste, a proud Revacholian pharmaceutical company with great traditions.
Okay, we can change our clothes in a bit and do that. Yeah.
Sure.
Get speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about
Oh, and we can sell the
disorders.
drugs because
But
we
what we're
don't do
seeing here
drugs.
is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Let's not notice it to Kim though. Okay, so what was it again?
Interfacing.
Interfacing. Was that no? Interfacing is yellow, right? Yeah.
+2 for interfacing clothes. Yellow gloves.
We already have 2, yeah, but we could get even better maybe. That was nope. Interfacing gloves. Oh, but these have +2 interfacing actually. So this is the highest we can get.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush. And there it is. The
Well,
orange.
92%, that's really high.
You feel almost nostalgic for it.
It's like people
I
who
think-
do speed, I guess.
Yeah.
You dropped it, smack dab in the middle of the floor.
Of course.
There it is, orange as the midsummer evening sun.
Of course.
The lieutenant's bomber jacket.
You know, all the low chances we succeed on, and then this.
Wow, that's unbelievably orange. Anyone can see that. It's practically effervescent.
Okay, pick it up, but secretly. No, let's just pick it
The
up
lieutenant
normally.
tries to keep his eyes on the door, but the peptide bottle sounds like a rattlesnake. It's basically a percussion instrument that you're stuffing into your pocket.
That's pretty big.
Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks? You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Just put it in your sweaty little hand now.
No, we're gonna sell it probably. It has 3 uses, dang it.
Yes?
Okay, doesn't want to talk
This
about it.
medicine cabinet is stocked
And there
with...
doesn't anything else. Okay, now let's talk to Clashia. After searching her room thoroughly, let's now speak to her.
That's pretty scared. Scary.
Actually, let's first look at stuff.
Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Sonic
I love hedgehog.
Look, a handful
Just
of dried
as you
white
look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
I mean, yeah.
The wind brushes
What
them off the roof. They're gone.
Well then, no flowers for us, I guess.
No flowers.
We had
Welcome
such
to
luck,
the
I
room.
shouldn't have said it. I should not have mentioned
Her
it at
hair
all.
is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body
True.
used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
No, we're gonna proceed slowly.
Yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
What's the funniest? 4 is getting too deep into it. I think 2 is the funny one.
Maybe 5.
No.
No. Oh,
I like
it's funny in
2.
my brain. Okay, 2 is good.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll.
Okay. That's not a thing that...
That's not a thing I've ever done from music, so maybe I just haven't listened to the right music.
Yeah, maybe I just need more music to, well, to plow into grannies. That
Things are
sounds like
only
a
getting
noble
easier for me. I'm a policeman. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Right. Incredible. Do not whip out the tape.
We won't.
Okay.
Probably 1.
That's what she
I
said.
can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Oh, I see.
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette.
3 is not a good idea to already start with.
No, 2 is the best one.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
I really, really 1,000,000% expected her to say, yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
Yeah.
Like, my brain was like, oh, it's gonna be just deluxe, but no.
Not oranje enough. You need some more oranje.
I'm wintering.
Huh.
How long have you been staying here?
5
About
years.
4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
I like the first option, to be honest.
We could also be really petty and try to outgame her.
Yeah. But we're not petty cop, we're sorry cop.
Similar words.
True. But I like one, just like here, on the roof. In the Whirling.
On the Whirling. Well.
Both. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
Understandable.
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
That's a smart one to say. She can cover it up.
You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yep.
Yes,
Pee-pee
looking
hole.
into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body,
Yeah.
beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
We should help
Do
her
you
cover
think
it
this is
up.
somehow connected to me?
We don't know.
No, we don't know.
Right?
I would say
No, we don't.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It shouldn't be hard to cover with some tape.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know. I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure.
You should.
Was there anything else back there?
Let's be fully honest with her, yeah.
This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
Just like me.
My cat is meowing, I think.
Yeah, I hear the cat meowing. I thought there was some kind of machinery in the background, but no, that's a cat.
Cat-shaped machine.
Okay.
I know we should upstairs.
I'm glad someone's had
Maybe we
fun.
should come here.
Mm-hmm.
She's lost in thought. Eyes narrowed. Forehead furrowed.
And the
It is.
window.
These weak arms are steady.
Mother's
The lieutenant
pasta
makes a note
sauce.
in his
Mother's
notebook.
pasta.
He finds the answer unsatisfying.
Arm spaghetti.
Arm spaghetti. Knee spaghetti, arm spaghetti, mom spaghetti, it's all spaghetti.
It's one whole long song filled with spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti.
Yeah. Do we ask to? Let's not yet.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Let's ask the name now.
Clasier Amandu.
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranese, as does her accent.
Yep.
Her birthmarks also signal Oranje. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
That isn't how I'd pronounce that, but
Nope, that's
sure.
not how you pronounce it in Dutch. In fact, it means peace fortress, and it's pronounced Vredefort, or Vredefort, or Vredefort, depending on where in the
A
Netherlands
bad
you're from.
memory, officer.
The Republic of Oranje is a democratic nation on the Muindi Isola, north of here, over the sea and across the Pale. It is one of the 6 major Occidental nations to hold stake in the continued occupation of Revachol, the coalition. People consider it a reasonable superpower. They will make you into a fiscal colony, divert your natural resources, hold patents and shares, but they won't threaten to wipe you out anytime, like Revachol did in its prime.
That sounds very Dutch, to be honest.
Yeah.
Very powerful, but does not want war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of lilacs and lightning, parks, glass, duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. A night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing.
I love the night.
If you're no longer there.
Ooh, got him.
I'm 28. Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literature.
This is very accurate.
Only the name of the nation changes.
Yeah, it's not very cheerful. Or interesting.
No.
But we still need to read 12 books of it.
Yeah, this sounds exactly like Dutch, yeah.
Yep.
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Show her some money. Let's just say
it's
cool.
Not very cool. But what can you do?
Okay,
Nothing.
then let's show her the money, right?
Oh, God. Are you...
Do we? Come on. She probably wants to earn money with book.
You sound like you really want it. Can't stop you.
Yeah. I don't know why, but...
Cool.
All,
I've made
see,
more money
now it's
by
cool.
just being than I have with Oranese lit.
all I can...
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
All I can think of is that I really want to eat these strawberries with chocolate spread, but I don't have any chocolate spread.
How about you spread them cheeks and then chocolate comes? I'm sorry.
Very good. Very
I'm
comedy.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh God.
Very,
It's
very
the world's
good.
most tired smile. Of course she won a beauty pageant. She's very symmetrical.
Let me...
I don't think we need the passport to yeah.
The record. So official.
Damn.
Okay, is there anything
Yeah.
else in the room? Okay, so I think this one. She won that at age 14? Wait, how did you... Oh, huh. True. That is true.
Huh. I had no
Because
clue
we
what
live
year
in
it is.
51.
51.
So...
I'm incredibly
Yeah.
stupid. I have no... My brain has no ability to remember what it is. Even though I keep trying. Or where all the stuff is. For some reason, topography and history of this... The stuff does not exist in my brain. It's just like...
Just empty.
Yeah, it just doesn't... I wish it would. It's very interesting, but...
Probably because you're also focused on the fact that we're streaming and stuff, and that takes away your attention a bit
Do
from
you
it
think
usually.
if I would think of us being streaming all this time, that I would be this unfunny?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Anyway, the only two options left are this one and
Alright.
this one. So I
Yeah.
think asking this one first is smart.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
I like
With
the
money,
humor.
sir. It's not exactly
makes
the
sense.
anti-star-sized caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The Anti-Star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
That's a cool mutation. Let's not go into the actual drugs. Actually, no, this is a normal drug. This one isn't, right? So, normal drug we can go into.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry.
Do we also ask about the speed?
I don't know.
She seems pretty open about it, so...
That's also Dutch.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments. Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a mirrored speed molecule, basically.
Huh. Let's not show her we stole it.
Very funky. All right.
It is the only one left. And it is probably important to ask, so let's just get it over with.
It's a bit early in the morning for rate, isn't it?
It's not morning anymore.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious.
That's an incredibly
totally
Dutch
unbothered.
joke.
Exactly, and that's why I really want to make it.
Great.
But we won't. We're gonna be respectful.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acting, she's quite gifted. By they, she means the Hardy boys.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
I kind of expected them to lie about certain things, so...
Pretty much.
Warning them.
Especially because he asked us, like, not to actually question her, while, you know, we're allowed to question every single person, but not the single person who could tell us that it's a lie. So...
We partied.
Like a birthday party? Let's do this
A lot
one.
of partying going on.
Yeah.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
Yeah. Like we party, right?
We definitely party.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Oh, God.
Now this is just about our honor.
Okay, let's stop pointing at our face. I don't think that's a good idea, but...
Please, you're alive in 50. I've known people who party so hard they're dead at 14. What no one does on your level is hitting the repeat button. I'll give you that. And maybe room trashing.
Oh yeah, we're very good
What
at
did
that.
you do when you partied?
Party.
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
It sounds incredibly Dutch, from what I hear.
Yeah.
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Are you sure? Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, if you combine this person with, you know, like the Dutch everything and a bald person, you get perfect Dutch party person.
No, just egghead.
Yes, bald.
Yeah.
He's pretty bald.
True.
Oh yes.
Are the Dutch
I've had
all
a great
bald?
view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
That's what I also expected.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
We won.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's God's mystery foam cutter.
Yep.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
We're not entirely convinced about that answer, but okay, let it slide. Pushing won't help here.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
Okay, that's basically what we knew
And
already.
they lynched him for it?
She nods.
But they just... okay.
Bullet? They shot him too?
I'm not picking up on any theatre craft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
It isn't getting confusing for me, but I can get how it's getting confusing for some people.
My brain is way somewhere else.
Do you want me to explain what I think is going on?
Yes.
Okay, so the victim was both shot and hanged. Klasha wasn't there, so she doesn't know. She came back, probably saw the dead body hanging there, and decided to call the police. That's basically it.
okay, I guess. Yeah.
That's just the confusing part here.
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
Okay.
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy boys?
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Okay. And then, I mean, this one, like, will just give us more information, so...
I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Do you?
I do.
Maybe you don't.
But...
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
She takes a long, hard drag off her cigarette, then stretches her neck. You hear cracking in her shoulders.
Giraffe. I love that, like, our perception, it's not that high. Like, compare it to our rhetoric or our interfacing, those are both higher, and we have a bunch of stats that are just as high. But for some reason, our perception really enjoys speaking.
I mean, I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either, but I just think it's really fun because you just every single conversation, basically, perception just will be just also there.
Yep.
Just like, oh, you smell water.
I love smelling water thanks to perception skills.
Water doesn't smell like anything.
Well, then you know that you're not dealing,
bad water.
You know,
I should get
dealing
better
with
water
or anything. It's a distinction.
Not enough piss in my water. Doesn't smell.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him.
That's what I expected.
I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair.
I know it's difficult, miss.
Okay.
We can return to it later.
So on another day we can return to it, probably ask about the tattoos and that kind of
the
stuff.
air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Okay, if we get our volition clothing up...
Why not?
We can...
I'll be here until 11 p.m. Drinking coffee, most likely.
Damn, how do you not starve?
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye,
coffee,
making you squint.
Where?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Important.
Oh, God.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bai, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
I mean, by now we know that just thoughts
With
will
a sudden
always gain.
flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
So, what does that do? Superstar. We get less logic.
Still seems unlikely. I love the wording.
Yeah. Okay. So that will... No idea what that'll do in the long roll. But do we want to be a superstar?
Yes. Yes, Geggy. Want to be superstar.
But first let's talk to Kim and stuff.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Yep.
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
You would have caught it.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
I mean, I like that he doesn't say, like, no, I would have. No, he just says, yeah, if you wouldn't have, then I would have still.
We know that it should have hurt our feelings, but it's nice that he didn't.
But something is off, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel
You think
natural.
so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best
Exactly.
liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
I think so too.
You
More
can
think.
almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
Thank you. What was it?
Ellie?
Ellie?
Probably.
I thought it was something with both electro and chemistry.
Eco?
Maybe.
No idea.
You can
Anyway,
barely see
let's
through.
just...
Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
Yeah.
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there.
Okay. So now we even more know there's a hole. Cool.
You clearly see foot.
Any new info? Nope. Okay, let's go back.
At this point, it's not that there is a hole, it's that there is a hole.
What?
Just slightly more stressed. Doesn't really
Ah.
anything.
Hello, pots and pans.
The man ponders his cooking utensils
Nothing
and
new,
gives you.
but
He
gets
smiles
good
and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
What needs to be new?
It's almost
The
like
old
music.
is perfect.
Okay, so what do we want to do? There's again, you know, every time at the start of an episode we have like one goal, and then at the end there's like 70.
Yeah.
So we can still go and give Doom Spiral his jacket back. We can still report back to Joyce, do the dead body, like calling the library and the station about it. We can also confront the Hardy boys. We can talk to Gardy about the doomed things. We can do everything.
Oh God.
Um,
Indecision strikes me.
I mean,
hard.
let's just go from closest to furthest away.
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Okay, let's not snitch on Clash yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there.
Control
So
his
good for you.
He's really, really holding himself back here.
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons. We are going to be honest.
I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
I mean...
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business-related, about how much money he could make of one.
I don't know what 2 is going off on, but I like 1 and 3. 2 is also funny, but I like 1 and 3 more.
Yeah. 1 would be pretty cool.
I like 1 most, yeah.
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken.
Oh.
It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here.
Yeah.
Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
It's
Yeah,
not for long.
those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area.
True.
He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
He has to know because he is an asshole still, right?
He's kind of asshole.
He might like pinball, but he's still an asshole.
Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
Everyone knows of it. I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling. It's a sign of the Whirling in Rags not being part of the doomed commercial area. If anything, we're revitalizing this neighborhood.
Relax, Mr. Gart. I'm sure there is no doom. He simply wants to share his discoveries with you.
I love this.
Well,
I mean, I want it to succeed, but only because it has pinball.
And it has Butts and Pan Man.
And it has Pots and Pan Man.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For
You're
14
welcome.
years, man.
Mine is nice.
That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet.
That's a
Fuck
whole
me,
lot of
some doom ghost.
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
You know, just for the Pots and Pan Man's sake. Yeah.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel?
I would.
Everything's doomed enough without that.
I would.
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
A new police quest?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song. Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Well, I guess that's what
Good
we want to
beat.
sing. Because, you know, maybe then he'll even enjoy our singing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He'll love us destroying his song.
Yeah.
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
Yeah.
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like
Kebab is awesome.
Yeah,
What
I want to
about
do that one again.
Anyway,
Oh,
I
shit.
thought we were talking about the whirling.
Okay.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
The hole also.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
Good.
The color has drained from his face.
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my staff. The establishment will look at it and ascertain what it was.
Well, he's definitely not lying. He wouldn't endanger this business like that.
I guess that's true.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall. Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not.
No.
Yes?
Let's not sing karaoke yet. Okay, then next up on the way is...
It's you
Hardy,
again.
Hardy
What is it?
McTits. Hey man, you're a liar.
Again?
Oh,
Seriously, man.
That doesn't work.
Fine. Fire away. Yeah. What? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Sure.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And
Because
you
you're
went
lying.
and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy. Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
In the shit. Hell
When
yeah.
she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
She becomes snack.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Yeah, I don't think it really will do anything.
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that. We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Magic, right?
Yeah.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Okay, so it's you.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
They can actually be nice to Fat Angus? Huh. That's weird. Out of character.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T.
Magic?
They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
Okay, where do
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
I don't think this
Don't
will work,
mind if I do.
Shanky.
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
Don't mind if I do.
The joke was implied.
It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Sure.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments to Titus Hardy.
Sure.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I think your face is enough, sir.
That is a good... Yeah, we look in the mirror quite often. Okay, Kim, follow me to our room. Let's go have sex and also try to use the tape recorder.
Oh, yeah. Let's go have sex. Oh, yeah, and something about tape.
Yeah.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Also, we can still
It's
try
barely
this.
covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
Oh, damn. Talking to Tommy about the poem gave us +4. That's real good.
It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long.
What do we actually get
Just
from this?
like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Wow, we're no
A
longer
mirror hangs on
ugly.
the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. You see your face, such as it is without the expression.
It's just hairy.
It's just hairy.
Oh yeah, our portrait has changed. We actually look serious now.
But it looks so cool. It looks like...
Okay, now all we need to do is shave and then we'll look like a real person.
Uh-huh.
The Door Gunner Mega Mix. What?
Awesome.
Well then. So we grab that. And this. And let's go.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reel. You push, command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
My favorite flavor of sound.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
He's right.
We love Crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
Damn, you're gonna kill the poops?
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally.
They sound more drunk than we probably were.
I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style.
We're a disco cool guy.
True.
Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your portal-reel. The tape stops spinning.
End of recording.
I just realized how Arrête works. I'm stupid.
How does it work?
It's... I guess it was because I never noticed the accent circumflex. It's arrêté, you know, as in arrest, stop. And now I realize how...
Oh, is that like the cube, the little square?
The little carré. The little thing.
What the fuck is a carré?
Little thing on top of the first E. Also, you should know what a
carré No, I mean what arrêté, what it means, as in the word.
Stop.
Like.
I guess.
So that's the square button? The one with the little square?
Oh, yeah, in that way, yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed authentic enough.
I didn't know it had a name.
Off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I mean, you can edit words into someone's mouth nowadays.
Nowadays, but 51. Questionable.
What is inebriated?
Too much to drink.
He sounded drunk.
Yes. But not as in that
Still
drunk him.
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave. Indeed, but... One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his. A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
The South Safre conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safre. It has been hot for 12 years, with the atrocities piling on, mostly committed by the Grad.
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night.
Why are the beats a Friday night?
Why aren't they? Or why wouldn't they be?
Got him.
We have gun.
We do have gun. We got
Also,
gun.
can we now just... Okay, so apparently now Clash's door is just unlocked for us.
That makes sense, right?
Also, I think... Yeah, I think talking to Clash before we go back to Hardy is the smartest idea.
Officer, it's a fine day
Still
for
not
questions.
very good.
Not my favorite topic.
Okay, no.
How about
this one?
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
True. Yeah.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi, he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. to keep on living until they just sort of turn into his running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Okay, he did wear it 24/7. That's good.
Okay, cool. He's kind of like Papyrus.
True.
Also, I love the amount of funky she says. Funky is a great word.
Yeah. And funky. We funky than that.
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details.
Yeah.
She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that.
That is
and
not
it was his army
at
name,
all how you
apparently.
pronounce that, but...
He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad is actually an existing city in the Netherlands.
True.
Which is interesting. I didn't think they did that.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
That's more accurate.
Yeah. It might also just be that all the pronunciations are slightly off to differentiated from actual Dutch.
We
in
have
the
a few
Netherlands.
questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
Well, a lot of the things are just incredibly, like you hear two people say it after each other, and they say it completely different, so it's probably just that the people don't know 500 languages.
Also, yeah.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. Everything
Delicious.
left to be clarified is in the column on the left.
Okay.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Okay. I mean, I was close. I'm cool.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
I was like, the I is definitely gonna be butchered, but it was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
No love for Muta Aranye? Wasn't he a soldier?
Let's not get
The young
political
woman
now.
is smiling, still, about their bad habits.
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
So that's calling specifically a good dog. Mm-hmm. I do want to mention it.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
Sure.
This is clearly sports for him. Something like archery or darts.
That's too pinball for me. I just like to get autopsies right on the first try. Where were we?
He's lying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know?
Like light blue things.
It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
On the tape, it was not very beautiful or soft, to be honest.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Oh, that. It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
I do. We are art. We like art. Yeah.
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that."
Hard to the
So she
core.
goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths."
I don't think loincloths are alive.
And
I'm
so
sorry.
it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
But I'm gonna be honest. From the very first sentence, that's already not a thing I'd enjoy. Nah, that's not my thing.
No.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Damn, great story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic? A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now. All right.
For now. Hey, new
Coolly,
skill point.
gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
We can look her in the eye now, right? Wait, no. Clothing. Thought.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42? Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old? How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Oh god, my computer. Did you see that, or?
I didn't think I saw anything.
Okay. My computer just decided to remind me that I'm low on disk space for some reason.
Have no eyes.
Okay. Let's ask Kim, because Kim probably knows.
Probably.
How old? 58.
I mean, I don't think we look 58. We would be more grey by 58.
Yeah.
I'd say early 50s, but not 58.
I have no clue, but 58 sounds old.
Let's ask really, because it doesn't...
You asked.
You're
he was
probably
deceased.
wrong.
He had been decomposing for a week.
Are we having our first argument as, like, just over the petty stuff?
Uh-huh. Well, do you think a decomposing body is petty?
Okay, so I like both 1 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 is kind of the funniest. Just...
I didn't say 62. I said 58.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Yes, it does.
To the laboratorium.
Oh my god. There's a laboratorium? It literally costs no downside? I mean, we have to do that, right? Is there any reason not to?
Taxes.
Do you want to know how old we are?
Yeah.
Okay. Bonk. Okay.
We can do this.
That'll take... Okay, so in about 7.5 hours, we'll have 2 new knowledges. If we want, we can make also be superstar. Actually, we can like forget things. Oh, they also cost a thing. What's the difference between forgetting something and just buying a new?
We only have 2
spot.
more slots left, so I bet.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So eventually we'll have to forget things. Anyway, we were changing clothes to have higher volition.
We are very volatile. We explode.
Dum, dum, dum. We love explode. Which was that? Authority? Nope. Nope. Okay, no clothes. How about our ledger? Nope. Okay, so this is just the best we have right now.
What brings you up here in the rain?
Well, we have nothing to lose, right?
Let's poop it.
She looks back.
Why didn't we win?
Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise.
I don't think
you
we will.
are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit. Miss Oranje Disco Dance.
Fun fact, bones aren't actually white. They're more reddish.
And feel it arch.
At least, well, in your body, that is.
I don't have sources to say anything about that, honestly.
And there are certain chemicals that can even change it to even weirder colors.
Like poopy.
Like if you take a lot of certain medications, your bones might get slightly different colors. Going more yellowish or even more greenish. It's pretty interesting.
Green is a pretty funny color for bones to be.
But usually you see them as the yellowish, brownish, very light color because they've been dried out and like drained from all the blood that's around it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Anyway.
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Beguiled.
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible. The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Well, I guess we gotta try again another time.
Scary.
Okay. Now let's go back again to the Hardy boy. This is a lot of back and forth between this.
What actually is volition? Because I thought it was willpower, but is it?
It's holding yourself together.
Oh yeah. Okay, I guess it's kind of willpower.
Staying normal. It's taking the normal pills.
It's you again. What is it?
Tape. It's me again, you just said so.
And?
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens. Jaw sets. Ready for another blow.
Blowing.
Yeah, it's also your morale.
Fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol.
Thank you.
I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her. You caught him off balance. Push, and he would give way.
Uh, 1 and 4 are definitely the best options, right?
Yeah.
Also, my stomach has decided to be die, so I'm real quick going to eat something in a sec.
That's incredibly scary.
So,
I'd be like,
do we go for 1 or 4? While you decide, I'll go eat a fruit bar.
Okay. So now comes the point where I have to say the most incredible, ingenious, intelligent things you have ever heard. I can't wait to hear it either. So, Tit is pretty funny. I would laugh at Tit, but there's not a lot of gold in locker rooms, so that would also contradict, which would make your, which. I am. This is some of the better shit that my brain comes up with when it comes to social stuff. Like, what is smart to say when I don't I don't get the whole thing. I don't get it. I don't get the whole power play thing. It's just things happening. People saying things that don't seem too powerful.
Okay, so your conclusion is tits are funny?
Tits are funny.
Okay. then tits are funny.
Fuckity fucker.
Okay.
And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Two, I think, is the most accurate.
Guess so.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Like tits.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright.
Well,
all fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just
Yay.
fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Yeah, you're full of shit.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
No,
not.
I think one is the best one.
One? Sure.
Yeah.
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
Three or two is very much accurate. So, two.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Yes,
You
yes.
wanted
We
to.
heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Yeah.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. They're confused. This is growing over their heads.
They have no more brain cells for
Come
this.
on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
Will do.
Lying, scamming.
Yeah.
We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Nah.
Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us.
Yes, that will make you smart.
Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
You should have gone for 21. You're with 7 people who are all drinking, and, well, there's an 8th person who isn't drinking, so that doesn't count. But if you do it like this, then one person won't get 3 beers. You're really an asshole, man.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make
See.
it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
That's a good one.
100 beers? Now we're talking.
Exactly.
Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Oh, shit. That's the highest it can be.
Rhetoric. Reggie, you are doing God's work.
Reggie is a
Convince
master.
Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
Ooh, 2 will definitely upset him, but 1, I think we're going to be able to do both, so...
Just remember, it's about more than Glacia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
I think Rhetoric has the best pronunciation so far. Rhetoric just had the best pronunciation of Glacia. Everyone else did like clash or clash, but this was like clash. Still not fully accurate, but pretty good. Good job, Reggie.
Huh?
Reggie?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
Two is probably the best one, yeah.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's
Then
it.
who did?
That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Sure.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Okay, do you think this is smart? Actually, looking at Kim first. That's definitely the best move.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives
Kim
you
thinks it's a good idea to
nod.
continue.
What does that mean?
I think it's Agnes is the good idea.
Angus.
Yeah. Though, if we turn to Theo, maybe Angus will go in for the defense again.
I feel like maybe turning to Theo is like showing that you've noticed he's doing stuff.
Yep.
So like, you know, you're monitoring him and you're kind of keeping him under.
True. Ooh. That, yeah.
I said something.
I think that's a smart.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now.
And then we go to Angus again.
Suddenly, there's an awful ringing in your ears. Your body temperature spikes. You're burning all over with fear. To your right, you sense the air move. The lieutenant draws his firearm. You only manage to perform one more movement. An instinctive jerk to your left. Then, no sound. No one screams. It's impossible to say where it comes from. More dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez, as the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed
very
the
well.
officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers'
Did I
strike
mess that one
and
up?
were gunned down under
I think
unclear
we both did.
circumstances. Such needless loss of life is truly tragic, a local union leader, Everard Clare, commented, and added that although the event is truly horrid, we can expect similar incidents to follow if right-wing vigilantes are allowed to run around uncontrolled and try to wriggle their way into well-organized neighborhoods.
Yeah. Okay, let's okay. Oh, that was pretty yeah, don't provoke the man with the gun. I guess that makes sense too. Okay. What point are we currently in?
11. Whoa, okay.
11. Oh god, that's like 3 hours ago. I mean, we can speed run the rest. That, you know.
This small elevator is dimly lit.
We weren't
Smells
even
of
at the elevator
The maintenance
yet.
card
Okay.
under the control panel. There are
So
large,
everything
small
is
steel
smart
plaque
to do
reads
because of
Halter
thought.
800.
Or honestly, I
Halter
might
is
just
a
do the
Cummins
things
Steiner lift
off
company who went
camera.
into business a long time ago.
That might be smarter because I do also. It is smart to end the stream soon.
4 hours is pretty good.
That it does. No, it was maintained in 80. No, I think the bureaucrat seems like a small freight
Okay, so we're gonna go here. Okay, and I'll just replicate everything we did, basically as good as I can. Oh, we don't even have our age. Okay, next time I'll also, off camera, I'll make a save right, like before talking to Titus for the last time.
It would be nice if we would get the keks.
Okay. Well, that was a bit of a sad ending.
That was that we died. That's a pretty good ending in the sense of it's endingly.
True, it is a very ending.
Its ending is heck.
But hopefully you still enjoyed. How do outros go again? It is very warm in here.
It's also very warm in here.
To the people watching on Twitch, thank you for watching. Please check out the YouTube. Also, people on YouTube, thank you too. We hope to see you again next Thursday. We also stream every Monday usually.
And every Monday.
True. And when you're on YouTube, there's like these little clickety clickers, and you can use your little finger to do an action which presses them.
I've got 10 fingers. How do I get 10
and
fingers?
it's really funny. Like, you'll just turn into laughter instantly. It's about as funny as tits. Exactly.
Tits are very funny.
So I'd recommend pressing the buttons, the very funny
like
buttons.
This.
Exactly. Or like this. Like this.
Or like this.
Or like this. Blows up nuclear bomb.
Actually, that one might not. Scrap the last one. No nuclear bombs.
Oh.
But, no. You can tap it.
Blows up balloon.
Depending on how you do it exactly, it sounds pretty good.
Trumpet.
Trumpet.
Anyway, and we hope to see you again.
We do, actually.
Soon.
Actually, we do. More like, do actually the we. And then the Streamlab comes in with the perfect moment for the funny buttons.
For funny buttons.
See, that's how funny it is, that the timing works perfectly. And our timing works perfectly, because we are going to leave in 3, 2, 1, 0,
Goodbye.
-1, -2. Yeah, no, we're gonna. Bye.